Today we're going to look why 0.21 Bitcoin is so relevant nowadays. And here we have a guy that actually talked about that and made a really interesting video about it. Like why owning 0.21 Bitcoin is a big deal. And like just to compare that, like his channel has a little less than 10,000 subs and this video actually got 150k views. So that video kind of went viral for this guy. That's good for him, but it also means that the message in here is really relevant today and people are interested in it. So let's have a look at his opinion about that statement.
In this video, I'm going to tell you something that helped me when I started watching Bitcoin videos on YouTube 10 years ago. Okay, I've been in Bitcoin since 2015. I've been working for Bitcoin startups since 2019. And I've talked to thousands of people about their rabbit hole journey from start to finish on.
So like that's also kind of interesting that he has been that long in Bitcoin or in this environment and he is still with it. So he still trusts the whole process. And yeah, I myself, I've been in this market for like 6 years. I have also seen ups and downs. So yeah, it's not an easy ride to be on, but yeah, when you study more and get to know Bitcoin better, then yeah, like then it's no way back. You are kinda orange pilled.
On getting into Bitcoin. And so it's this: focus on the Bitcoin units, focus on the amount of Bitcoin you hold, not just on its US dollar exchange rate. Owning 0.21 Bitcoin is a big deal. That is a big deal. Even as I'm recording right now, Bitcoin's going and touching $50,000 again per Bitcoin. Regardless of what the USD exchange rate is when you watch this video, owning 0.21 Bitcoin is a big deal because there's only 21 million.
Like that's his main point in this video. Like he goes on for a long time after that, but the main point why 0.21 Bitcoin is such a big deal is like, yeah, there are only 21 million Bitcoins around, and if like Bitcoin gets more trust, like people put their money in Bitcoin and there are less and less Bitcoins around, then the value eventually goes up. And if you now have 0.21 Bitcoin, that means like only 100 million people can actually have that much Bitcoin. And that's kind of incredible to like think about that, because if you are now a person that owns 0.21 Bitcoin, then you are like, oh yeah, in this 100 million percentage thing, you are in there. But now like that's not actually true, because there are a lot of Bitcoin that are already lost, and then Satoshi Nakamoto, like the person that actually invented Bitcoin, he also holds like 1 million, and that shrinks and shrinks, like the supply or the amount of Bitcoin that you can actually hold that can actively be traded and exchanged. And that means like you are probably in the like if you own 0.21 Bitcoin, then like only 1 million people can ever like really own that much Bitcoin. And that's kind of incredible if you think about it. And like this kind of Bitcoin is not getting less valuable in the future, because like the value of it, yeah, it still goes up because like people want to get in and there are more Bitcoin halving happening, like more bull runs and bear markets. Like that's a great time to be in, to like own 0.21 Bitcoin. But I understand right now it's kind of expensive because Bitcoin is around like $60,000, $70,000 per coin. And that basically means if you want to get 0.21 Bitcoin, you have to invest between like $10,000 or $20,000 or whatever currency you have to get that much. So yeah, that's kind of hard to like invest that much money into one currency, because yeah, like you have your daily expenses and then you gotta save, but then eventually you put it back in another currency. But it's still a huge deal. And he also talks about like dollar cost averaging, like investing every month a little bit of money into Bitcoin, that's a huge deal, and that's where you make like progress, in my opinion. I also do that. I think it's a good way to acquire more Bitcoin, because then you are not dependent on like the market. If it goes up or down, you just buy the average, and you look that it's around an amount that you can afford to invest in it without like getting hurt. Like you still have enough money to live your life and stuff. So now I want to go to the funny part about it. Like, it's always funny to go to the comments and read what they actually say. Like, here we have a dude on the top, and it says like, I got my mom into Bitcoin in 2020. She watched videos on it endlessly and aimed into buying 2 Bitcoin. That's actually huge. 2 Bitcoins is a lot on Coinbase at 50k. Yeah, I would not recommend buying it on Coinbase, or at least storing it on there, because you don't own your private key. You also have to have like 50k just to invest. That's also huge. And then what else did he say? She handled the bear market like a champ and bought some more. So happy for her now. Yeah, that's actually true. That's big. Like, people wish they would be in this position. But like, usually, I don't know if you have the same experience, but if you talk to your mom about Bitcoin, then she usually likes, you can't really see when somebody pays attention to you or not, and if you're just talking and they don't receive the money. But in my case, it's like, as soon as I say the word Bitcoin, like, my mom shuts off and thinks about something else. Like, that's more fun to her. So that he actually convinced his mom to buy Bitcoin, that's quite incredible. That's also an achievement, in my opinion. because it's really difficult, at least in my case. I guess I would never be able to do that because my mom is not interested in it. So then here we have another guy on my way to 0.5 Bitcoin. Good luck, everyone. Like, that's going to be huge. Like, if Bitcoin performs well in the future, like 0.5 Bitcoin, yeah, that's a good place to be in. Then what else do we have? It's a great day to be a .21 Bitcoin coiner, BTC coiner. Like, and that's an interesting statement. But yeah, but it's actually right. It's good to be in this position. So that was basically it. That's what I wanted to show. If you want to read more about more comments or watch the whole video by yourself, then I leave a link down below so that you can actually watch it by yourself. And otherwise, we will see us in the next videos. Bye, guys.